Ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot to cover. We've got sporting director news, we've got Jules Kounde update, we've got Ousmane Dembele update, we've got Raphinha's situation as well, Romelu Lukaku. There is a madness of news going around. Let's get stuck straight into this.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see you guys here again. Let's get straight into the news. Todd Boehly will operate as Chelsea's new interim sporting director until the club names a full-time replacement. This is what's been going around. There's been an official statement from Chelsea Football Club that Todd Boehly has taken over as the chairman, and for the time being, he's the interim sporting director as well. Now, from my perspective, what I think a sporting director does, and some of you guys might be questioning this, what does a sporting director do? I think what a sporting director does, in my opinion, and I'm happy to see what you guys have to say in the comment section, is basically, has all those, I suppose, contacts with the agents, knows what type of players that the club needs, understands the club's philosophy. Obviously, that's something that we need to, I suppose, define what is our philosophy. Contract extensions, contract negotiations, wages, and whatnot. Sporting director is an absolute footballing person, understands football, understands the needs of the club, goes out there, works with the scouting team, and finds those players and negotiates with the agents. Ultimately, Todd Boehly is the one who signs everything off. He's the chairman. But at the moment, Todd Boehly is taking care of that job. So you can understand why Todd Boehly perhaps thinks that now this is just for the interim. I'm not really a sporting director down the track. New Chelsea board, Todd Boehly chairman, Baghdad Eghbali, who's from Clear Lake Capital, Jose E. Feliciano, Mark Walter, who's the LA Dodgers, I believe, owner, Hans-Jörg Wyss, who's the silent owner for us, Jonathan Goldstein, who's got massive experience in redevelopment, property redevelopment and whatnot. And that's the guy who's going to be very vital to Stamford Bridge redevelopment. Barbara Sharon, Daniel Finkelstein is the guy who's got the data and analytics experience, and James Pate. I don't know who that is, but that is the new Chelsea board, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea will start the hunt for a new sporting director. They're likely to try and find out the plans of Michael Edwards, whilst Michael Emenalo remains out of work after turning down Newcastle. This is interesting. So I'm just, look, at the end of the day, yes, it matters who comes in. I'm just glad that we are creating a structure that is basically giving me comfort that we are looking to progress in a way where this is how a top football club gets operated, and the likes of Liverpool, likes of Man City, and many other clubs out there. None of this, Bruce Buck and Marina's not really even a scout, and we've got our scouting team that's not great. Proper setup. You've got the chairman. I think this is how Real Madrid is probably set up as well. You've got the chairman. I think in Real Madrid's case, it's the president. So you've got the chairman, then you've got the sporting director that understands the club in and out, from philosophy to player sort of scouting, working with the scouts, of course, contract negotiations, working closely with the manager who, Thomas Tuchel is going to be heavily involved with the transfers this particular window. Down the track, I don't want Thomas Tuchel to be involved in scouting for players. He may have every now and then an inkling, but his focus should be managing, coaching. That's the number one thing. So I'm glad that's the situation that we're heading towards. At the end of the day, obviously, whoever comes in will be, of course, we're going to be interested to know who comes in. But names like Michael Edwards gives me good comfort, ex-Liverpool sporting director, and he's done a madness there. We've seen the caliber of players that's come through under his sporting directorship, and it just, if we can get him, there's some words that's flying around that he's apparently rejected an approach previously when Chelsea tried to get him, but now we're trying to look to I guess it's all about selling the project, telling him that, look, Chelsea Football Club, here's the project, new ownership, we're looking to do X, Y, Z. do you want to be part of it? Exciting thing. So it's about selling the project. And I guess this is what we need to do with some of our players as well that we're trying to recruit. Michael Emenalo, we know exactly what we did. We've had some fantastic moments bringing in some top quality players. So that would be another good one. And the list goes on. I think there are a few other people like Andre Berta has already been linked to the sporting director role at Chelsea, while the club are likely to make an effort to find out the plans of Michael Edwards. Chelsea's former director of football, Michael Emenalo, is out of work. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know who your preference be. Andre Berta is not a bad one either. I've seen the list of players that he's got at Atletico Madrid. There's some really decent ones. I know some of you guys are not absolutely excited about Andre Berta, but I feel like this isn't a bad case at all. Moving forward, Chelsea and Manchester United won Michael Edwards. It's understood Todd Boehly has explored the possibility of appointing Edwards to a senior recruitment position. And this is what happens with the sporting director. They become part of the recruitment process as well. And in this case, senior recruitment. So they will have pretty much all the say about the football club. Yes, as I said, Todd Boehly is still the chairman who will sign off everything at the end. But the sporting director, it's pretty much you're running the show. This is your club, how you want to shape it. It's a massive, massive role. Andre Berta, former Barcelona technical secretary, Ramon Planes. Paul Mitchell is another very good one from Monaco. And ex-Tottenham performance director Steve Hitchen may also emerge as candidates. This is from Sammy Mogba. So look, bottom line, lots of names floating around. I'm just glad that the structure is getting set up to be run as a proper football club. Let me know your thoughts, who your preference is, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of a sporting director. Exclusive, Peter Cech considering his future at Chelsea and will have a meeting with Todd Boehly after board reshuffle. This is from Nizar Kinsella. Look, yeah, I mean, I guess what is the role of Peter Cech? Peter Cech is technical director, I believe, at the moment, technical sporting director. So it's pretty much he's doing what we expect, I suppose, Michael Edwards and Emenalo and, Andre Berta, those guys to do when they come in, whoever does come in. So I guess you have to ask the question, what is Peter Cech's, role once we do hire a full-time sporting director? So I feel like his role becomes redundant unless he's willing to take sort of like a sidekick role, working side by side with the new sporting director that's hopefully going to come very, very soon. So we'll see what happens with the future of Peter Cech. Look, no disrespect, he got us Mendy, and I think he's been heavily involved with a few other things as well. I think he's been heavily involved in the conversation when we had about Tchouaméni last season. So look, he's got an eye to find the right type of players. Marina Konovskaya is offering her contacts to Todd Boehly as the club aim to have a successful transfer window. That's great. Look, at the end of the day, it's good that we are having a fresh new start in this new era. Okay, let's talk about Ousmane Dembele. A lot is going on here. Let's try and understand where we are with this particular player. Message from Dembele's entourage. Dembele wants to stay because the coach loves him. The player feels happy in Barcelona and is used to it. He is in his prime years, hence the club's offer should not be far from the other offers we have. Basically, it means Dembele's entourage still believe Barca should improve their contract proposal. At the same time, I also think they recognize Barca is probably the only option right now. They say he has other offers, but I think that's cap. Or I think it means crap. They're trying to pressurize the club. Yeah, look, it's funny, man. A couple of weeks ago, we were talking about Grimes coming out and saying that personal terms have been agreed, Ousmane Dembele and Chelsea. Maybe it's not. Maybe there isn't any contracts at the moment on the table. Obviously, we know that Thomas Tuchel, he wants to get this particular player. He wants to reunite with him. I personally think he's the marquee signing for us. His creative ability is what we miss and what we so badly need on top of whoever we do recruit. We are heavily linked with Raheem Sterling, but Raheem Sterling himself ain't going to cut it. We do need someone like Dembele, but we probably don't have anything at the moment for Dembele. So we have to see this situation, what happens till the 30th of June, because he is contracted to Barcelona. Is Barcelona going to come back with an offer that suits him? I think this is what it comes down to. This player, I don't think... Look, I know Xavi. I feel like Xavi definitely wants Dembele, but I'm not really certain if Dembele. I think it's about the money with him. I really think it's about the money. It's about the signing on fee. It's about the wages. If Chelsea come in with a good offer, I think he'll be our player. If we can sell the project with him, I think he'll be our player. I don't think he's one of those guys that, it's got to be Barcelona or nothing. Because if that's the case, he would have compromised with a bit of the package that he's been getting at the moment with Barcelona. So I don't think that's the case. Amid contrary reports, at the moment, Dembele's camp assures the club's current offer will not be accepted by them, but they're open to talking given Xavi's desire to have Dembele in the team. Club wants him to renew, but under their terms. So there you go. Look, it's about the money, isn't it? It really is about the money with Ousmane Dembele. Yeah, he's in his prime years. He's, I think, 24, 25, something like that. He's in his prime years, and he probably thinks this is the fittest he's ever been, and this is where he's got to start cleaning up in terms of income. So, look, it all comes down to what Chelsea are willing to do now. I think if Chelsea really wants this player, you put out the offer and you get this particular player. Okay, let's hear what Ben Jacobs has to say about this situation. Update on Ousmane Dembele. The only formal offer he has on the table, as previously reported, is Barcelona's contract extension. The club still don't plan on improving this, and Barcelona have made no secret of their frustration at the lack of signature or communication. Dembele has strong relationship with Xavi, fits perfectly into his system, and clocked 13 assists in 21 La Liga games last season. He's hesitant to sign unless terms are improved, but it may be his only option. PSG have not tabled an offer. CFC have not advanced recent talks. Barcelona have neither the financial means or much incentive to increase their offer without another suitor bettering the existing extension. Yeah, Barcelona is at a situation like, you don't have other offers. It's either this or Tata. Dembele's camp have spoken with confidence about other options for months, but none appear to have materialized to date. So there doesn't seem to be any Chelsea offer. So as it stands, it's not really a choice between Barcelona or Chelsea. Chelsea would have to act in order to make that case. Told Chelsea are likely to prioritize Raheem Sterling over Dembele. If they do want the latter, still they have to agree something pretty fast. Dembele continues, as you'd expect from a player with no other formal option to date, to say he's staying without actually saying it. But the reality is Dembele has no choice but to stay at Barcelona unless another concrete offer comes in, and quickly, because Barcelona are now pushing harder than ever for him to sign the existing deal. So as it stands, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's more likely that we're probably going to see Raheem Sterling than Ousmane Dembele. The Ousmane Dembele situation is not dead. It's just in a particular place where I think Chelsea is looking at what Barcelona is going to do, and Barcelona is like, it's either this or there is nothing else new happening, because they feel like, well, you don't have any other offers there. So both Chelsea and Barcelona are looking at this to see what the player does. Where does the player commit? Because the player has to come out and say, no, I don't want Barcelona. That offer is not good enough. Then Chelsea can come in and say, okay, we'll give you something tad bit better than what Barcelona is giving, because Chelsea doesn't want to put their head out there and say, look, here's an exclusive offer just for you. Because yeah, if there is a space, if there is a sort of a chance to negotiate, why not? At the end of the day, you need to be smart in this situation. But I still think hopefully we can get this player. For me, this player is very, very important. Barcelona currently doesn't want to pay 60 million for Kounde. They hope to bring down Sevilla's asking price. So this is what's happening with Jules Kounde, ladies and gentlemen. Barcelona is interested. They're really interested. We need to close this deal. We really do. Barcelona currently don't want to pay the 60 million, but apparently they're willing to give some players to sweeten this deal. There is no offer either. There is still no offer either, because the levers must be activated first. So just waiting for the levers to be activated, Barcelona, which has been approved anyway. So it's going to happen, you know that. And then they're going to be able to get access to a lot more funds. Barcelona have held initial discussions with Sevilla, as reported below, but Chelsea are ahead in the race right now. So at the end of the day, we are ahead. We need to close this up. We really do need to close this up before the player gets put off. player obviously has personal agreements signed from like 21 years ago. So, we should try and get this sorted with Sevilla ASAP. This is interesting. And this is connected with the Dembele situation. I really want to know, what do you want? Dembele, Raphinha? I personally want Dembele, but obviously if it doesn't happen, then this is someone that we really should be going hard out for. Because if Dembele stays in Barcelona, I don't think this player goes to Barcelona, because I don't think they can do all of this stuff. And they're interested with Bernardo Silva as well. So then it opens up our opportunity to go for this particular player. Todd Boehly explored Raphinha for Chelsea, price tag likely 65 million. Almost as much as Raheem Sterling. So this is what I was saying. It's very important what we do with Raheem Sterling and the money we're spending there, because that pretty much gets you Raphinha, who's 2 years younger. Todd Boehly's decision to name himself sporting director has shocked some of Chelsea's Premier League rivals. There's still uncertainty over the future of Peter Cech. Look, Raphinha's first choice is Barcelona. This is not a secret at all. He wants to go to Barcelona, but Barcelona are in a limbo with Dembele's situation. So there could be a domino situation. If they keep Dembele, we should go after Raphinha. Arsenal's after Raphinha. I think their first bid has been rejected by Leeds. I don't know exactly the figure they've bid for, but it's been rejected. They want 65 million. But if Dembele doesn't happen, if Dembele does happen, we definitely should look into this Raphinha situation. But if Dembele happens, well, there you go. We're obviously not going to be in for Raphinha. But I think Raphinha is a decent player. He's definitely a good player. Very good dribbling abilities, very good in creativity as well. So he will definitely work for us. He will definitely work. But I want to hear from you guys. Dembele or Raphinha, what's your thoughts? What sort of excites you? Which player excites you? What are the pros and cons on both the situation? Okay, last but not least, we have to end the situation with Romelu Lukaku's story. Romelu Lukaku became emotional when his lawyer informed him Chelsea had struck a deal with Inter Milan. He became emotional. Man, you've made us emotional the entire season. How? Look at the audacity of this guy. He became emotional when Inter Milan and Chelsea were able to strike the deal. Tears coming down his cheeks. Tears coming down. Look, I mean, this guy, man, I'm pretty sure he'll snake Inter Milan as well. There's a reason why there's a 1-year loan and, there's no buy obligation or option to buy, because this guy, as much as I think he's not coming back to Chelsea Football Club, he ain't coming back. Even if he flops at Inter Milan, coming back to Chelsea is not the option. He will look for another loan elsewhere, whether it be AC Milan. He'll go to AC Milan. He'll go to Napoli. He'll go to Roma, wherever he needs to go to. Do you know what I mean? He's a proper mercenary. He'll go whoever he needs to go to, and he'll sell the project like, my boyhood, childhood club, this, that, the other. At the end of the day, he's smart that he didn't, because he knows he probably doesn't entirely want to stay in Inter Milan as well. He wants to do well, of course, but if he does well, he probably opens himself up for other clubs down the track to come in and buy him. So, and then he'll force Chelsea from that perspective, come and sell him, come and sell me. So, look, this guy, him and his emotions. This is what Inter Milan fans from Football Daily, this is what they have to say. Inter Milan Ultras have issued statement asking fans not to welcome Lukaku when he arrives in Milan. They want Lukaku to earn their respect again through his performances. They won't chant or demonstrate against him, but they don't want Inter fans to drool over him. So, look, it'll be interesting to see exactly how Romelu Lukaku is received at Inter Milan. Good luck. Good luck to you, Romelu Lukaku. I want to see what you have to say when you join Inter Milan. I really do. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Help me get to 13,000 subscribers. Very, very close now. I shall see you guys for a live tomorrow. We didn't do a live today because there was all you can eat Chelsea recording. So hope to see you guys on a live tomorrow. Take care and see you.